Hello, friends. In this episode, I would like to share two aspects. One is about entrepreneurship. Second is about stock market and investments. First, I would like to talk about entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is not an easy thing. It's not a cozy and rosy, and it involves lots of challenges. But you must attempt entrepreneurship in your life because currently there is a trend towards entrepreneurship because people sometimes think we should not take risk, but not to take a risk is also a risk. So you need to take a risk, and there is a risk in every aspect of life, whether it's our personal life, or professional life, or social life. We encounter risk, and we have to face the risk, and there is uncertainty everywhere, and there is volatility and complexity, ambiguity, and complexity. These are all the aspects which are there, which are all part and parcel of entrepreneurship. Precisely, entrepreneurship is not for faint-hearted; it's for brave-hearted. And we come across many entrepreneurs. Most of the entrepreneurs they fail. Very few succeed because they have their personal challenges. Sometimes they don't pursue the goals properly. Due to most of the times people fail due to external forces and external threats rather than the internal threats and internal opportunities. But when you are passionate about entrepreneurship, definitely you can add value and impact holistically. So this is my personal observation. Even I also did business for some time, but which didn't work out. Then I was an accidental entrepreneur. Then I became subsequently I became I was an Indian Air Force veteran. Then I became an accidental entrepreneur, which didn't go well. Then I became an accidental educator. I became an accidental editor. I became an accidental author. So things have changed the way rolled out. I planned something and something else happened. So this is life. Life is not a straight line. Life is full of ups and downs. So precisely what I would like to share with everyone is that failure is only a comma, not a full stop. You should never ever give up. Be resilient and keep moving forward. When you want to succeed entrepreneurship, you have to identify the important challenges, address them, and there will be for failures. Then you have to manage the external forces and factors. Then you have to manage them. You need to have internal locus of internal locus, so that you'll be able to succeed. So this is precisely about entrepreneurship. The second area I would like to talk about is uh, investments. Whether you want to become an entrepreneur or whether you want to become an investor, it's your choice. When you look at Warren Buffett, he is an investor. And when you look at Elon Musk, he's basically an entrepreneur, and he dreamed a lot and he became successful. And if you look at Donald Trump, he was close to bankruptcy a couple of times, but then again he averted because he believed in momentum, and he succeeded. The second time he became the president of USA. So of course I'm not going to talk about the challenges of Donald Trump, but generally I am telling, so entrepreneurship is not an easy thing, very tough. So whether you want to become an entrepreneur or whether you want to become an investor, it's your choice. When you want to make investments, you have to be very calculated and cautious. Then again, you need to take a risk, and not to take a risk is also a risk. And you should not get carried away emotions. So there is a concept known as quanta investing. That means it is based on mathematical models and probability and statistics. So it talks about rational, no emotions. So this is about quanta uh, investing. So now again, when we talk about investments, you can go for gold, silver. You can go for metal, real estate, whatever the area you can invest. But overall, you should have a portfolio of a little bit of gold, little bit of silver, a little bit in the real estate, little bit in FDs. You should invest into mutual funds, then stocks, sometimes crypto. So you should have a diversified portfolio so that if one of the areas don't do well, other areas will lift you up. You can get average returns. And I observe that people have got this head mentality, which is a very big concern, especially in India. So we should not be carried away by head mentality. We should be logical and analytical in what we do it. And we should not be carried away by emotions. So in the past, people rallied behind crypto. Then again, they rallied behind gold and silver. Now the gold has come down. The markets are not doing. Stock market is not doing. Not doing good. So as a result, the retail investors are losing money. So the professionals and their HNIs, they are very smart and brilliant. They know when to enter and when to exist. So that's how they're becoming successful. But it is the retail investors who are losing the money. So they should be very much careful. So these are all my observations, insights about entrepreneurship, investments, and various other aspects. I request you to consider subscribing and sharing with your networks. And I would like to give a general impression, which you may agree or may not agree. Usually, stocks gives better returns than gold. Then sometimes can gold can beat real estate, and which is these are all better than FD. But actually, I am not inclined for FD, because there is a inflation. You have to beat the inflation. Ultimately, there is no much value. So these are all the aspects you have to make a note of before making investments. And I request you to consider subscribing and sharing with your network. And let me share with you my challenge that I had a brain stroke in the year 2021. I survived because of my positive psychology. Thank you.